Hi, I'm B, and welcome back. What I want to talk about today. So I want to talk about, I debated, I slept on it. I actually did, because I told you, but it has to affect my heart, my mind, something, and this does. So that's why I'm speaking on it. So last night I watched a video from Cursed Eye, and I'm going to link that in the description, the video that I'm talking about. Her channel and the video. I'm gonna do my best. It'll be there. And the title of the video is "The Dad Challenge Podcast Calls Out the Doggedy Dozen for Leaked Nudes Reaction." So that is what I want to talk about in a roundabout way today. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough subject. It's about a child. So let me explain. So if you're new to my channel, or if you haven't, this isn't your content, this isn't your normal thing, but you're gonna listen to me anyway, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But what I'm speaking on is, I've done other videos on the Doggedy Dozen, and the reason I spoke on them was because of a court case, CPS case that was going on involving two children in their care that are in a kinship. They have, I don't want to quantify and put labels on anything, but they have biological and adoptive children. And then they have the two kinship children that were placed in her care by the mother and the court and the CPS. They have been there now for over a year in April. So a year and 3 months. And how they came into I didn't watch the content. I would see her like shorts were in my recommended for here and there of what my 12 kids ate today, and she'd go through and make lunches and breakfast and stuff, and it was like within like 30 seconds or 60 seconds, I don't know, but short, very quick, fast, like sped up to where I watched her whole day in one blip of a radar. So I did not watch content as far as that goes. I have went back and watched some things that people have brought to my attention, or that they've had issues with in that time period that they discussed with me. So I would go back and watch that, but I was not a avid fan or watcher of the Doggedy Dozen. But so that's how that started. It was about the court case. It was about the children. So at the time that I came into it, the mother had came onto the platform with another creator and was saying some horrible things, and that her children were not supposed to be on social media, and just making a big ruckus and getting a lot of attention. And it turns out that that was not the truth, that she had addiction problems and lost her children through the placement as to why they're in Alicia's care. And I think my personal opinion is she saw a way to make money off of the situation. That's my personal opinion. That's not fact, or that's my personal opinion. And she has since left all the platforms. She went on this lady's channel, then she went and did her own channel, and she has since left altogether. But while she was on here, she was saying that she needed that validation. She needed that to stay sober. Now that she's gone, I'm only inclined to think that things aren't going very well for her. That's my opinion. That's something I've formed from watching what I watched go down. It's not fact by any means. That's just what I have formed an opinion on. So then I quit basically speaking about them when she said she was going to get an attorney. She said she had an attorney. She said she was going to get her kids back in, was it April or May? I lost track of time, I'll be honest with you. It's in some of my videos that she was supposed to be going to court. She did go to court, but in those videos. And the kids are still in Alicia's care. So I am inclined to think that she hasn't met all the standards that they have set forth for her, so that she's not getting her kids returned to her at this time anyway. they seem to be happy and healthy and adjusting to having siblings. I mean, they have other siblings. I'm just saying, in this family unit that they're in. They've just recently went to Las Vegas for their anniversary and renewal of their vows, the husband and wife, Alicia, and the children went with. So, you know, they're part of this group. They're part of the bunch. They fit in. Everything seems to be going well visually from what we can see. So what happened last night was Kirsty can explain it a whole lot better. That's first. So please go watch that video to understand what my reaction to her reaction to Dad Challenge podcast. Josh Barber apparently had put out a Reddit post and a community post about the kinship girl, teenage girl, possibly may be involved in having sent a boyfriend nudes, and the boyfriend released the nudes. Is that so? That, I mean, that's what I get from it. Here's the thing. Why did he put this out there? Why are we talking about it? Because he put it out there. Who is he to do that? First of all, if you had that knowledge, if you know that they're out there and they exist, which I do not to this point have any inclination that they actually exist, that this is a true statement even by DCP, Dad's Challenge podcast, shortened to DCP, that he put this out there. If he knows about this, why didn't you go to the police rather than put it on social media? Why are you, if it's true, why are you trying to humiliate this child by way of harming her caretaker? Because that's who you're after. You're after Alicia. That's you can't stand Alicia to the point that you would throw this child under a moving train to get at Alicia. Why? Why are people allowing him to do this? Then somehow, if this happened, he seems to think it's Alicia's fault. Why can't it be mom's fault? Why can't it be nature versus nurture? And, why are you putting this on Alicia? First of all, if it happened, it's the child's fault. Did she know any better? Should she know better? Absolutely. But she would have done the action. It's not an adult that put this out for her or about her. Except for you, Josh Barber. You did this to her. That's where it hit me so hard. I was like, no. How could he do this to this child and not protect her? If that, I don't think it's, okay. I was a teenager. I've been through this process, not only with myself, with some children, I have nieces that are, yeah, so this stuff happens. I mean, I'm not excusing it, but nudes happen. It's more likely to be transmitted and caught and put out there for others to know about it in this day and time with all the electronics and social media that everyone has. But it's not anything new. I mean, it's happened to thousands of millions. It's happened over the years. Polaroid pictures. Hello. I mean, I know that some of you are like, what? But they have Polaroids now. Again, the little one. But this isn't new. But why are you doing this to this child? You don't even know. Well, if you know for fact you didn't turn it over to the police and you viewed child porn, absolutely. Are you kidding me? You're going to cope to that? I mean, that you did that? So you either know for fact and you fall into this category, or you don't know and you fall into this category. Which is it? And why is it Alicia's fault? And then another thing is about the clothing that child wears. This has been an issue from when I was talking about it till now. I don't know that it'll change, but so many, mostly girls, expose body parts, waistlines, legs, short skirts, midriff tops, crop tops, cleavage showing shirts. I mean, it's a fact. It's everywhere. I witness it in my everyday life of people I'm around, and it's not necessarily a reflection on their parents. So to blame this on Alicia, blame it on her mom. Why is it Alicia's fault and not her mom's fault? She was doing this a year ago, so she came that way to some degree. I mean, it's not like it just happened yesterday. But anyway, so I don't know how this man keeps doing what he does. I don't know how the people who anti-mommy vloggers think that this is okay. I know not every one of them does. I want to make that clear. I know there are a few of y'all that don't agree with everything that gets put out there, but this has to stop at some point. There has to be a line that they go through phases. Kids go through phases. Kids do things, and to label this and put this on them for the rest of their life. Why do you want to tattoo it on her forehead? Why do you want to do that to her? I don't know that it happened, but if it did, you just stamped it right on her forehead. It's bad enough to be going through it in everyday life, and if it happened. So I beg you, go watch Curse Died, see the receipts, see the people that are saying, why did you do this and put this out, and make your own decision. But who's wrong for talking about it? Am I wrong for talking about it because Curse Died talked about it? But isn't the wrong actually the person who made it public for anyone to talk about it? That's my opinion. That's where I stand on it. He's wrong. He did the wrong thing. And why we can't call out his wrongness to try to, and I'm not saying protect. I almost said to protect her. Why should we have to protect her from a grown man on the internet? Explain that one to me. Because it's not the first time that she's had to be protected from him. He's not the only one. But why do we have to speak about her being protected from Dad Challenge podcast? Why? Do me a favor. Go watch the video. Leave a comment. Thumbs up. Leave me some comments. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. This is just... It breaks my heart that you did this to her. Josh Barber, it breaks my heart that you labeled this child this way, that now we all... Why do we know about this? Why do you know about this? When someone sends you something like that, why don't you say, that's a subject I don't want to touch. Is that possible for you? Let me know how you feel. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.